On the dividend news, guys, we'll go ahead and start off with the first one, which is actually not a dividend, but it's actually interesting. So Chipotle finally did its stock split, which was on June 26, 2024. They did 1 share. Now you'll have 50 shares. We also got several dividend hikes. I will actually go over the main ones that I'm interested in. Was Kroger. They hiked its dividend by 10.3%. This actually marks 18th consecutive years of dividend increases. And then the other one that was interesting was actually General Mills, which hiked its dividend by 1.7%. And we also got Morgan Stanley, which announced a 8.8% dividend hike to 92 cents per share. This was from the current 85 cents they were paying. We also have State Street Corporation, which announced a 10% dividend hike. And the third to last one we have is the Bank of New York Mellon Corporation announced its intentions to raise their dividend by 12%. And then we have Wharton Enterprise, which hiked its dividend by 6.3%. And the last one was not really a dividend hike, but they did have earnings, was Nike. They are down, I believe, over 20% or so. So let me know in the comment section if you guys are buying Nike. I would definitely be interested in knowing that. What's up, everybody? This is Antonio here to bring you episode 245 of the portfolio update. So you guys already know it's Sunday. It's time to go over the portfolio, what I bought, what I sold, what dividends came in, which options I placed if I had managed any. I did actually place an option, collected some money, and those little crumbs will get reinvested. But guys, we got the biggest dividend hike, or I guess the biggest dividend raise, or quarterly payout from SCHD, guys. It's gonna be so awesome. We're gonna check it out, see how much they're going to be paying out. They will be paying out on the 1st of July, so it'll be definitely interesting how it'll affect my portfolio, because you guys already know every single Sunday, guys, we come back, we look at this. This is actually my Google Sheets. I have some scripts that let me know around how much I'm projected to make passively. I have to do nothing for this, but on the monthly, we're trying to aim this to $425 per month, completely passive, going to get my active income, going to work, using that active income to invest it into my portfolio, and that is generating passive income. So right now we're about $362.94. We'll see where it's at by the end of the video, because I did actually buy some stock this past week as well. That hike, or I guess the bigger payment from SCHD, they, I believe, announced 82 cents per share quarterly. So that's gonna be a huge jump in the portfolio. So we'll see where that ends up. Imagine the drip, how many shares is gonna buy back. So I'm very, very excited about that. So anyways, you guys already know on the annual dividends, I do owe you guys the month of May of how much we made in dividends, but so far we're at $2,810.30. And then after that SCHD dividend, this is going to spike up some. So definitely looking forward to that. Quarterly dividends, we're working on Q2. We're going to be wrapping that up very soon. $548.34. We're missing the month of May and also the month of June. So hopefully I can make some videos for that. Been super swamped with work, so I have not had any time. But the one video I will not try to ever miss is the Sunday video. So I'm trying to stay focused for that. So if we do look at the options premium, guys, for the month of June, we are so far at $94.68. I sold a cash secure put. I'll let you know in a little bit what we did. So on the rate of return, we're at 3.58%, guys. This is on top, like a cherry on top. This is on top of the dividends, on top of the capital appreciation, the drips. This is just using options as a way to generate more income so that I can grow my assets in this portfolio, and it's going out pretty well. So if I do show you guys here the goals, which we always have goals, guys, this actually keeps me focused, disciplined, and keeps me on course, so that I know by the end of December where I should be or where I'm aiming. Of course, sometimes there's going to be stuff that I can't reach these goals, but I have to have goals so that I know what I want to be by the end of the year. As you guys saw, we finally hit the 250K mark. The next goal we're going to try to aim for is 500K, so that's going to be $500,000. We're going to see how long that takes, guys. I invested, or I guess I started investing starting back in, I believe, 2019, and it took me about 5 years to try to get to 250k. So we're gonna see how long it takes to double that 250k. So it's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be a tough journey, but we're gonna stay disciplined because we have these goals that keep us focused again. So, but the first one is actually not related to my portfolio. It's more to my channel. If you are new to the channel or a return viewer that hasn't subscribed, consider subscribing with a notification. Costs you nothing, guys. Helps me reach this goal, and that is to reach 20,000 subscribers. Definitely appreciate it, guys. If you guys wouldn't mind, drop a big thumbs up on the video. It helps out a lot, costs you nothing, and I definitely appreciate it as well. If we do look at goal number 2, this one is actually about my portfolio. So this is to get to $425 per month. Collecting dividends, completely passive. Portfolios generating $425. We're aiming for that. Every single Sunday, guys, we see this grow and grow. So I love seeing that. And then goal number 3, guys, is to reach $126,000 invested of my own money. So right now I am at $122,851.84. We're slowly chipping away at it every single Sunday. I think by the end of December we should reach this goal. Hopefully we're even above that, so we're going to aim for that. And then goal number 4 is to dollar cost average $100 into the portfolio at a minimum. I continue doing this, guys. We're going to keep focused on this. And then goal number 5 is to drip an additional $25 every time a company is about to go ex-dividend date. We'll be actually, I'll go ahead and buy $25 of a company that it's about to go ex-dividend date, usually a day before the ex-dividend date. That way it forces me to buy more of that stock, as well it forces me to contribute more into the portfolio. You don't have to do $25. I have had other subscribers that do $100. They actually buy one full share. People that can't really meet that, they'll do $5, $10. It's just a way to force yourself to put more into this passive portfolio. Last year I was doing $100. This year I'm a little bit tighter on money, so I'm doing $25 because I know I can keep that up the whole year. And then, guys, goal number 6 is to average about $100 per month and selling options. We're definitely above this, so definitely love that. We're gonna continue doing that. And then the last goal, guys, and that is to reach 1,000 shares of SCHD. And we're gonna get to it. We're slowly chipping away at it. I'll show you my current position in a little bit, and it'll definitely be exciting because they did announce that quarterly dividend. Very, very juicy, so I'm definitely looking forward to it. And if you guys look at the dividend payout, these are the 2 companies right now that we have projected dividends coming into the portfolio. Later in the video, we'll kick this off, and then the SCHD one should hopefully pop up. So we'll see that out. On the options, guys, this past week I made $44.34 from selling options. It expired worthless. That's just money on the table that I picked up, and I had to do nothing for that as well. I had to do a little bit. I had to place the option, and then that's really it. Then if we do look, guys, we can go ahead and actually start with the portfolio update. So as you'll see, guys, we are at $257,914.53. The portfolio was trading around the $260,000 this past week. We did go down some. That's okay. It's just always going to fluctuate. The one main thing we care about is increasing that dividend income, because in the long term, that is what we'll be living off of. Day change is $1,416.36, which is about 0.55% in the red. 2-year change, $69,804.29, which is about a 37.11%. And capital appreciation, if I actually do look at the 1 month, I guess it actually didn't really change much. 3 months, not really much change on there, but we are in the green, so I'm happy with that. If we do look at the positions, you'll see that capital gains, we are at $37,388.18, which is about 17.01%. And then cash we have available $683.53. So this is my current position. So I'm actually accumulating more shares every single week, or I guess not every single week of all of them, but over time, every quarter they drip. I buy more shares for my goals. And if we do look at SCHD, guys, we're at 836 shares. So very, very awesome. We gotta get to 1,000 shares. I think we will get there eventually. And then actually, if I go down here, we do have SNSXX, which is we have about $18,000 invested in this. This is just US Treasury, so I have about earning about 5%, and you know, I'm ready to deploy this money into assets of like potentially buying SCHD, potentially buying Meta, potentially buying Apple, Microsoft, all these great companies in my portfolio. But I gotta make sure that you know, I hopefully get assigned with selling cash secure puts, because right now what I'm doing is actually this past week I placed a cash secure put against Google, and you know, they paid me to not get assigned, but if they were, you know, it didn't meet the strike price that I wanted to purchase it at, so I got to keep the premium, got to keep my $18,000, and you know, it's a win-win for me, so definitely love it. If I do show you guys here the performance, you'll see that we are up about $55,328.56, and then on the return, that's a 27.40%. And then if we do look here, guys, on the investment income, they actually updated this, so it looks pretty cool. We kind of look at 2023, it kind of shows you how much we collected last year, over 4,600. 2024 so far, we've collected so far 3,000, I guess is what it's showing. Estimated would be $5,749, and you can actually do the next 12 months, but 2024, you'll see that it's kind of projecting July, August, and then September, and so on. It's pretty cool. If we do scroll down though, you can kind of see all the positions. It'll actually show you how much you've received so far, and then your estimated remaining amount. So for SCHD, it's kind of showing that we've received $425.20 so far this year, and we're remaining about $1,244. Of course is going to increase because we're going to continue to accumulate more shares, also dripping. And then if we do look at the more, you can kind of see more information about it. So it's pretty cool. I kind of like this. I like that Schwab is finally, you know, improving the UI, and pretty great, because this is where majority of my assets are in this company. And then if we do look here, guys, at the history, I have it to start from June 24th all the way to the June 29th. And then this is the history, what I did this past week. As you'll see here, this is actually just from last week, the previous week of this one. I placed a cash secure put, expired worthless, got to keep the premium, got to keep all my money into SNXXX, earning as a 5% return still. And then you'll see on the 24th, I did do a sell to open, so I sold a cash secure put against Google for the 28th of June, expired worthless, strike price 175, and you know, we got to keep the premium of $44.34 at expired worthless. And then you'll see on the 24th, I knew SCHD was going to go extend date very soon, so I went ahead and bought 3 shares, spent about $237.96, because we got to get to that 1,000 share mark, so that motivates me to buy more as well. You'll see on the 26th, Meta hit the dividend account, and they paid $4.77, guys. It dripped back into itself. 0.009 shares is what it purchased, and then the following quarter it'll buy more of itself. And then on the 27th, we got some interest from the uninvested cash I have, which is about 32 cents. Not a lot, but you know, every little cent counts in this portfolio. And then we'll look at the 27th, 28th. I deposited $100. That was because we have that goal, 1,000 you know, dollar cost average $100 into the portfolio no matter what. 28th, guys, we got Lockheed Martin. They paid their dividend, $108.23. Nvidia paid their huge dividend of 13 cents, and you'll see that they actually got reinvested. So Lockheed Martin dripped. I bought 0.22 shares, about $470, and then Nvidia dripped and bought 0.001 shares of Nvidia, and that was just 13 cents. So pretty cool to see all these you know, positions in my portfolio dripping, buying more shares of themselves, and then the following quarter they should pay way more. If I do look, I have this calculate dividend button. It's a script I wrote. It adds up all the dividends in my page to kind of see how much we made for the week. So let's go ahead and click on it. So click calculate dividends, and you'll see, guys, we collected $113.13 this week. Completely passive, had to do nothing for this. But let's go ahead and jump over to Seeking Alpha, guys. I want to show you guys the SCHD dividend payment that's coming up. Alright guys, so we're at Seeking Alpha. I do have SCHD pulled up. They're currently trading about $77.76. I am in the dividend scorecard, so if I do scroll down, you'll see on the dividend yield, this has a 3.64% dividend yield. They do pay out $2.83 annual payout. 5-year kicker is a double digit, and that is why I'm invested in it. You know, I love double digit 5-year kickers because I'm invested for the long term. This double digit 5-year kicker will compound very, very nicely in the long term. And then you'll see the dividend growth is over 12 years. Guys, this quarter, they do pay out quarterly. They will be paying 82 cents for this quarter. Ex-dividend date was on the 26th of June. They will be paying out on the 1st of July. And, you know, I'm definitely excited, looking forward to it. And, you know, it's going to be the biggest dividend payment from SCHD so far. So we'll see what the third and fourth quarter, what they decide to pay out. But anyways, you know, now 82 cents times however many shares I have, you know, that's going to allow me to drip more shares this following quarter. So the third quarter and fourth quarter, I'm earning more and more. And you just got to love that compound, you know, that snowball getting larger and larger. But let's go ahead and wrap up this video by jumping over to my Google Sheets on the dashboard. All right, guys, so we're here at the dashboard on my Google Sheets. We'll see how much we grew the dividend snowball from this past week and that huge SCHD dividend payment. But we're at $362. I went ahead and made a copy over here so we can kind of see the difference. But real quick, options premium, we're pretty good. This is just a cherry on top, guys. We're just selling options. June, we're doing pretty good, better than May. And then if we look, return so far 3.58%. That's good. I would love to get to 5%, but I can't complain with this return here so far. If I do look at the options though, you'll see that the first 2 weeks of the month of June, I didn't make anything, and now I finally made a little bit, which we made a total of $94.68 so far for the year. $4,400 that we've made in just options, and gotta love it. If I do show you the dividend payout, we have 2 companies that are expected to pay out. They're going to be going ex-dividend date. So I'll be buying some MasterCard very soon because they'll be buying, I guess they'll be going ex-dividend date on the 9th of July. And if we do look at portfolio tools, get latest dividends, click on this, give it a second or two, and it actually goes out and pulls all the companies from our portfolio and see which ones declare dividends or have upcoming ones. So you'll see SCHD, guys, pulling up. So you'll see SCHD ex-dividend date, and they will be paying on the 1st, which was accurate from SCHD. 34.88% return, I guess, increase there from the difference of what they were at 61 cents that they were paying out previously. Of course, SCHD does fluctuate between quarters on what they pay out, and but the overall year they do typically increase their dividend. We have MasterCard, Microsoft, and Lockheed Martin that will be paying out. Definitely looking forward to those. And if I do show you guys here on the settings, we can go ahead and get rid of this, and we can jump over to Empower, which contains all the positions or all my purchases from this past week. So let's go ahead and jump over there. All right, guys, so we're here at the Empower under my Schwab account. Click on this green button, it's called Copy Holdings. This will copy the content of my portfolio into the clipboard, which then we can right click, pay special values only. And now we have the latest version of my portfolio from this past week that contains all the positions and all the purchases. So this is an old snapshot from last week. When we go to portfolio tools, get update portfolio holdings, this will get wiped. That'll parse out the new stuff we just pasted. I do have all tutorials for all this stuff, so check it out if you're interested in it. It's completely free. All I ask in return is that you support the channel by subscribing with that notification, and you drop a big thumbs up on the videos. But anyways, let's go ahead and click on it. Give it a second or two, it'll wipe it. It's parsing it out. We can jump back over here, and we'll give it a second or two. And guys, projected dividend yield 1.97% compared to 1.69% from last week. On the yield on cost, we're at 2.31%, huge jump, 1.98%. And then on the yearly, it's showing that we're projected to make $5,078.50 compared to $4,355. So that dividend, guys, from SCHD that increased made a huge difference. Of course, I can't really assume that we're going to make this because the third quarter they could actually go back to 60 cents or a little bit less or a little bit more, but not 80 cents. so we can't count on that. But on the monthly, is showing that we're projected to make $423.21 compared to $362.94, very close to my goal for the year. But that's assuming that SCHD pays those 82 cents every quarter going forward for the next 2 quarters for the year. So that's not going to probably be possible. So I'm going to continue accumulating so we can achieve that eventually. On the weekly, we're making about $97.66 compared to $83.76. On the day now, $13.91 compared to $11.93. And then guys, on the hourly, we're making 58 cents every single hour that goes by. The portfolio is making that for us, and that is completely passive. We don't have to do that. On the hourly work wage, this is if our portfolio was to go work a 40-hour work week, they would get paid an hourly rate of $2.44 compared to $2.09. I guess they were doing such a great job, or just inflation in general. And then, you know, we're going to eventually try to get this to minimum wage. We'll see how long that takes. It'll be a huge milestone when we do. But anyways, guys, this is actually all I have for you guys in this portfolio update. Let me know if you own some SCHD. Let me know if you're buying Nike. What are you doing with that huge pullback from Nike? Definitely would love to know. And, you know, don't forget to subscribe with that notification. Drop a big thumbs up on the video. Definitely appreciate it. And if you stuck all the way to the very end, let me know by dropping a hashtag SCHD, guys, because that was such a huge quarterly dividend payment that we will be getting on the 1st of July. So I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Stay safe out there. Bye, guys.